So if you ever want to go back, or if you ever miss it, you can go back and see it. Though I will warn you, if you ever miss the class, it gets a little boring. Um, just listening, talking between, the students, or just talking about some of the things. But it's better than missing it altogether. So let me activate our Google Doc. Still waiting for Vita to join.
Just waiting for Vita. We're still waiting for Victoria to pick up.
Yeah. So while we're waiting, I will bring up our Google Doc. So you guys used Google Docs before, um, collaborating with them?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They're a wonderful tool. So I'll create a new one for today.
Oh, did you get our screenshot?
I know I got a bunch of them, so I haven't entered them all into the gradebook yet. So
Oh, okay.
I'm not exactly whose I got and whose I didn't, but I did see a bunch of them. So I
Okay.
will check that. I will check that after class.
Because we weren't sure if we did it right. That's why we're just double checking.
Okay, I will let you know as soon as I check them. It won't be this slow from here on out. Just getting people in and together um, sometimes takes a little bit. From here on out, we'll probably just get on and start really quickly.
There's a bit of a learning curve to Hangouts, but it works good most of the time.
It is. It's just a wonderful tool for working together. And it used to be that the Google Docs showed up right in the Hangout as well. You could bring YouTube videos into the Hangout so everyone can see it at the exact same time. This doesn't work too bad so far as having a separate window for the Google Doc, but playing the videos can be a little problematic because I like to pull up sometimes like the alpha days of the week or months or something. Right now I'm just going through and changing your editing privileges on the Google Doc, and then I'll share the link in the chat bar. Can edit, can edit, can edit. So if ever at any time you're unable to really access the Google Doc, it's because your editing needs to be changed. Yeah. Okay, done. So it is shared with you. Let me give you the link. So the chat bar, whatever we put in the chat bar will disappear at the end, and it doesn't show up in the video. So anything important we want to remember, we'll always put in the notes on the Google Doc. So the Google Doc is automatically saved. Let me go ahead and link you guys can join.
Okay. Start. I think they're here now.
So I put the link up there. So if you click on that, you'll have access to the Google Doc. And I will text Victoria. You going to join us today, question mark? Okay. Sorry about that. I went to get my phone. I texted Vita. Hopefully she doesn't miss out. Okay, so everybody on the Google Doc. I see Owen. And I see Emma. And did you join us yet, Nehemiah?
Yeah.
Are you on the Google Doc?
Which one?
Click on the link I put in the chat bar on the side.
Okay. The link on the chat bar side, right?
Yeah.
Just Google.
Yep.
Let's see.
It should take you directly to the Google Doc.
Give me a minute. Mom, did you already do the Google Doc? Push it and put it Mom, did you already did you click it already and put it up here? She wants me to get on Google Docs.
Google Document? Let's see. I don't know. Oh, go back into my mailbox.
Oh, you put it in your mailbox?
That's where it is.
Well, that you can just click the link in the chat bar on the side.
Oh, there it is. See, is that it? The chat bar?
Yeah.
Okay. That? No.
Let's see.
Oh, there it is. She put them there. Click that. Click that.
Okay,
Who's in there? You or her?
we're there.
Yep, I see you. Okay, good. So for anyone who hasn't used Google Docs collaboratively, we can all type at the same time. So if you'll click onto the document, okay. Yeah, A for Google Docs. Sometimes I don't know where my cursor is. There we go. There we go. He's trying to join us. So working collaboratively, we can correct each other's mistakes. I can see we can work on stuff together. Also, my last time, in my last class, a chat bar popped up in the Google Doc too, which was I had never seen before, and I'm not seeing it today. It was really random, but somehow a chat bar came up. So, but again, anything that happens in a chat bar does not stay with the document or the video, so you don't see the chat bar at all in the recordings.
It's right next to the profile pictures on the top of the Google Docs.
Yeah, I see it there.
Yeah, so that's
I
just how you do
wish,
it.
though I wish it were the same one from the, so generally we just chat on the page and erase it either way. Or with just such a small class, we can all just unmute and talk. So you guys are hearing me fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, I may have to stop in a minute and try to help Vita get on.
Oh, she's trying to get in.
Let me just text Mom. Tell her to just click the link in the email that I sent to you. Okay. All right. So it feels like we haven't been together in forever because we haven't. It's been over a week. So this is kind of an awkward beginning, getting started. Well, that because we all of us weren't able to join in that the first chat, the first Google Hangout. So let's just look at SH34, the alphabet. We'll go over that because the more we go over it, the more we'll retain it. So SH34. El alfabeto español, el alfabeto.
Okay.
So you can either keep your mic on and repeat, or you can turn it off and repeat. At least one person repeat after me. That way I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. Okay. Repiten. A.
A.
B.
B.
C.
C.
D.
D.
E,
E,
F,
F,
G,
G,
H,
H,
I,
I,
J,
J,
K,
K,
L,
L,
M,
M,
N,
N,
Ñ,
Ñ,
O,
O,
P,
P,
Q,
Q,
R,
R,
S,
S,
T,
T,
U,
U,
V,
V,
W,
W,
X,
X,
Y,
Y,
Z.
Z,
Z with an S sound.
Z.
Okay. And then looking at the little box in the corner, che,
Wait,
you
where?
can che,
Oh, sí, che,
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 ella,
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 and R.
R.
Okay. So it used to be that these three they were considered single letters. They were counted as one letter, and they used to be part of the alphabet. But like I believe I told you about 12 years ago, the Royal Academy of the Spanish language in Spain got together with those in Latin America and decided we're going to take these out. They also at the same time renamed some of the letters. So sometimes I accidentally, so like Y, used to be called Y, which is the Greek I. V or V used to be just called B. And so it was real confusing with the other B. So far as sounds are, looking back at the little box, che says ch, just like in English. Eye, you'll find lots of words that begin with eye, double L. And it says the y sound, just like ye. Okay? So if I have, why am I not typing? My cursor is probably on. So looking on the Google Doc, if I see these two words, they are pronounced exactly the same. Lleno and lleno. Okay. Just one of the rare things where the sounds are the same. Same with B and V. Okay. So we have vaca and vaca. These two words are both pronounced the same way. Okay, vaca and vaca. B and V are pronounced exactly the same. You just kind of have to know which one it is as far as the sound. Remember, I think I mentioned to you that W is just for recognizing English words or from other languages such as German. But there are no truly Hispanic or Spanish recognizing other languages. Okay, so there are no words that actually begin with W in Spanish, but it has the same W sound as it does in English, right? So if you Washington, like they have for the example, Washington D.C., they would say that. Okay. Any other things? Did we cover? So I'm teaching two exact same classes with the same book. I'm not sure exactly what we covered. So G, let's look at G and C. G and C. So here's some rules. So C followed by I or E has a soft sound. And what's C's soft sound in English? It's the S sound, right? The S sound. So then C followed by A, O, or U has a soft sound, has a hard sound of the letter K. Okay, so those are the rules, and those rules are never broken. So English, we have all kinds of rules, and they have all kinds of exceptions to them. Whereas in Spanish, when you have a rule, when something veers away from the standard, there's a rule for it, and the rule is never broken. Okay, that you'll know why it's veering away from the normal rule. So let's look at a couple of words like siento. Cinta. Let's look at cinta. Ciento. Centavo. Okay, so there's C followed by I's and E's. And so they say the soft sound. Repiten, let's repeat these words after me. Cinta.
Cinta.
Ciento.
Ciento.
Centavo.
Centavo.
Okay, now let's look at some. Carro. Okay, hold on a second. Hold that thought. They're giving me a new email to send to Vita. Okay, let me send it to her. Vita, let's see, what is it? VitaBigelow@gmail.com. Okay, let me get the link. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Going back to the Google Doc. Okay, so carro. Whoa. Okay, so looking at these next ones, you see C is followed by A, then U, then O, and it's always going to say the hard sound. There are no exceptions. Those are the rules. There are no exceptions. And if you think about it, in English, we have this same exact rule, right? I have cent, C-E-N-T. I have cinch, C-I-N-C-H. That's a cinch. Okay, so those follow that rule. Repiten, carro.
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 So carro, that's car. Okay, cubo.
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 So cube. Copa.
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 Okay, so G has the same rule. Okay, G followed by this. So G followed by I or E equals soft sound. And in English, what is G's soft sound?
G.
It's J, right? Like
Yeah.
George and ginger. And when G is followed by I or E, we also have some exceptions like get. Okay, G-E-T doesn't say jet, it says get. Okay, but in Spanish there is no breaking the rule. So, but in Spanish the soft sound for G is a rasping H sound. Rasping H, like ha ha ha. It's kind of throaty, kind of a guttural sound. Ha ha. Okay, and then G followed by A, O, or U. Says it's hard sound, just like in English, the hard G sound. Okay, so look at some examples. Gigante. Oops. Gigante. And Jerónimo. This is the name. I just draw a blank sometimes when I need some examples. Jerónimo, that should be a capital J. Jerónimo. And then some of the gato. goma, and guna. Okay? So repiten, gigante,
Gigante.
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 So notice you have two G's in that one. Gigante. So you have the first G says it's soft sound because of the I. The second G says it's hard sound because of the A. Okay. Repiten, Jerónimo.
Geronimo. Geronimo.
Jerónimo.
Geronimo.
And then the next three, gato,
Gato.
goma,
Gona.
guna.
Gona.
Guna. Okay, so those say the hard sound because you got A, O, and U. So those are rules. The rules are never broken. The rules, like I said, unlike in English. Spanish is made up of fewer languages than English. Remember we talked about Spanish comes from Latin, just like French and Italian and Romanian and Portuguese, right? So English, they say it's Germanic, but I'm sure anybody who's ever studied German knows that it's not truly Germanic, but there's a base. The majority base of English is German. But we borrow from all kinds of people. Like you say déjà vu, and it doesn't. You don't blink an eye at it, but you're speaking French when you say déjà vu.
Yeah.
Or when you say pizza, or different foods. So we do borrow from a lot of languages. We're kind of a combination of quite a few. That's why we have all these rules and exceptions to the rules, because there's always some other language that doesn't agree with some other language, and so therefore too much going on. Let me see, do we have Vita with us yet? Okay, no. I like your, what are the pictures on your Google called? They're called?
GIFs, I think.
Oh, because yours is a GIF, but when it's just a picture, they're called. Oh, I don't know.
No, they're kind of fun. That's my little nickname with my friends, so I put it up.
Yeah, I really like I really like yours. It's super cool. So maybe you can teach us all how to get one. Do you just upload it like you do your picture?
Yeah, certain websites don't accept them, I think. So, but I know Google does. So you make sure it says .gif at the end, and it's moving one, and it'll go up.
It will. Okay, so you just enter it in like you do a picture. How cool! That's super cool.
Cool.
Really like it.
I'll teach you a tech class when you're done, maybe.
Okay. Everyone hang around. It is now Owen's turn.
Yay!
I don't mind share. What is this, shared learning? I don't mind it at all. Okay, Vita is still having issue joining us. Okay, I teach you Spanish, you teach me technology. It sounds great.
Yeah.
Though many of my students, got a message from Vita. Let's see. What does it say? Sorry, my ringer's usually not on. I'm trying like crazy to get through, but Dad installed the stupid Net Nanny, so it's not working. Ugh, poor thing. Pobrecita.
So Owen.
Yeah, that's what I've found, because now Google Hangouts are strictly run through. Well, for another 3 or 4 days, you can still get on Google, but now they're strictly run through YouTube, and a lot of people block YouTube, and I totally understand why families block YouTube, because YouTube can be very ugly and dangerous. It doesn't represent. I mean, all the stuff on there doesn't represent what I would like my children to see. So, or myself included. Really, there's some terrible stuff on there. But we live in America, and that's why it is that way. Anyways, enough for my little soapbox about YouTube. YouTube actually is incredible, but I never go to YouTube unless I have a link from something. That way, you kind of avoid all the trouble that YouTube can cause. Okay, so enough for alphabet for now. Let us go to page. We'll review our greetings, our farewells, and then we'll cover numbers. So, página dos. Página dos. Página dos. 2. Page 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. Página, let me write that here. Página is page. I don't have the accent in there, but there is an accent in there on that first A. Página equals page. So página 2. Greeting people, remember. We have hola, ¿qué tal? Repiten, hola.
Okay.
Is everybody there?
Yeah.
Hola.
Yeah, just always make sure you have the book with you. And I know Emma and Owen, you guys are sharing, so. Page 2, página 2. Let me, oh, net nanny, so that means it'll be. Okay, so poor Vita, she'll just have to watch it from, she'll just have to watch it later, if she can. I had other students that were having problems with it because it was on YouTube. Okay, we all there on page 2?
Yes.
Okay, perfecto. Okay, repiten, hola.
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 ¿Qué tal?
¿Qué tal?
So,
Bien, gracias. ¿Y tú?
Bien, gracias. ¿Y tú?
Okay, I'm fine, thank you. And you? Okay. Notice we talked about their greetings, you know, more familiarity. They're a little bit more hands-on than maybe most Americans are. Okay. Looking over on page 3, let's look at the greetings for different times of the day. Dia, if you look at, it's in the middle of the page 3. You have buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches. Días, remember, is day, but in greetings, it's usually referring to morning because we don't actually use the word morning when saying good morning in Spanish. Okay. So repiten, buenos días.
buenos días.
Buenos días.
Buenos días, señora.
Buenos días, señora.
Buenas tardes, señorita.
Buenas tardes, señorita. Señorita.
Buenas noches, señor.
Buenas noches, señora.
Okay. So remember, what's the difference between señora and señorita?
Señora means Mrs. Señorita means Miss.
Yeah. And señorita is an unmarried.
Yeah. Yes.
Muy bien. So, in English, think about it. How often do you say good afternoon? It's not very often, huh? But we say good morning. I know, being a teacher, I say good morning all the time. You know, especially when I have morning classes. Good morning as each student comes in or as I come in, depending on what the setup is. And then buenas noches.
Buenas noches. Good night.
So in English, we have a couple of different things here. So buenas noches is like good night or good evening, where we have a distinction. When do we say good night and when do we say good evening?
You should like a time. You want a time frame?
Yeah, or just situations.
Let's see. I guess you say you would say buenos noches at evening, like
Yeah,
at 4
yeah.
o'clock.
So in English,
Oh,
generally when I
beginning or
say
end of-
good night, what am I telling somebody? Is
End
it
of
a greeting or is it a farewell?
Yeah.
It's usually a farewell, right? Good night. I don't yet generally if I meet someone at 8 o'clock at night, I usually don't say, oh, good night, right? We usually would say good evening, right?
Yeah.
So we have one more step in between. But Spanish, buenas noches would be could be both a greeting and a farewell. Generally, when we say good night, we're doing what?
Okay.
Going to bed, right? Usually it means or I'm leaving for the evening. So say you went to someone's house for dinner, you're leaving at 9 o'clock. You say, okay, good night. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
So generally, good night for us in English is a farewell of some kind, either upon leaving or upon going to bed. Okay, so we have a distinction. I would say good evening I would say greeting. Excuse me. Okay, so then looking over to página 4, page 4, página 4, we had our farewells. We're saying goodbye. Adios.
Adios.
Repiten adios.
Isn't ciao?
And we have ciao. We have ciao. Adios. Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao is a little bit more Latin America. I generally don't hear it much among the Spanish-speaking Mexicans that I know. It's generally adios. Okay. Looking at number 2 on page 4, says if you plan to see the person again soon, you can say hasta pronto. That means until soon. Pronto is soon.
Hasta luego, see you later.
And
Hasta
see you
mañana,
later.
see you
Hasta
tomorrow.
luego.
See you tomorrow.
And then hasta mañana. See you tomorrow. Okay. So those are your despedidas or farewells. I gotta figure out how to turn this ringer off.
Hasta pronto, hasta luego, hasta mañana, and ciao.
Okay. Let me turn this off. Maybe that'll do it. Okay, I just turned it off. Sorry, that's me. The fax machine. Okay. So now let's look over on Página 6, page 6. La cortesía, the courtesy. Courtesy. La cortesía. So speaking politely. Please, thank you. Okay. Let's look at the pictures here. Obviously, en un café, they're in a cafe. En un café. She says, una cola, por favor.
No hay de qué means you're welcome.
What's
No hay
that?
de qué? No hay de qué means you're welcome, right?
Yeah, no, I think, but hold on. Don't get ahead of me. Okay. Una cola, por favor. Repite.
Una cola, por favor.
And you say, sí, señorita.
Sí, señorita.
Okay. If he doesn't know, he's erring on the side of caution. She's a young girl.
Yeah. But wouldn't you say? Wait. Oh no. Well, yeah. Wouldn't you say that to a person who's older than you? Aren't you supposed to say that to your elders?
No, sí, señorita is an unmarried young lady. So
Okay.
he's under the assumption maybe he's look, she doesn't have a ring on her hand or something. He says yes. Yeah. So just
Okay.
like in English, if we're not sure, we say right, always say ma'am. Okay. And she
So
says,
would you
there's
go
gonna
with
be
senorita if you're
gracias.
unsure?
What was that?
Would you go with senorita if you're unsure?
Yeah, I would say so. Unless it's an older lady. And it's more respectful for, say it's someone who looks 50, 60, senora. Senora can also be the place of ma'am as well. So there's not a set rule. Younger, call them senorita. Older, say senora. It's also an age. It's an age thing too, as well as married, unmarried. Okay. So then she says, gracias. Gracias.
Gracias.
Notice the R does not roll there. It's not gracias, it's gracias. Okay?
Gracias.
Gracias. We'll get an explanation. Okay. So then, upon saying you're welcome,
No hay de qué.
the most common, if you look down here, number 2 on page 6, the most common is de nada. Okay.
Yeah.
Of nothing.
Por nada, de nada, no hay de qué.
Por nada. Repiten por nada means for nothing. De nada, of nothing. And then I really don't have a translation for the next one because it's just little pieces of this and that. No hay de qué. It says there is not anything of what. Okay, that's what it says. That's how
Which was the improper way and which was the proper way?
They're all proper, but the most common is de nada.
Okay.
No hay de qué is probably the most informal. I mean, you could say it to someone, but it's like, oh, think nothing of it, no big deal. That's kind of real lighthearted. Okay. So let's look at number 2 on page 7. It's ordering things. So it says you are at a cafe in the Palma Canary Islands. Order the following things in a polite way. A classmate will be the server. Can anybody tell me where the Canary Islands are or who they belong to? This is the Jeopardy class. Do, 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 do. Okay.
I don't know that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have if I hadn't studied Spain. So if you look on SH38, It is actually, it's kind of like the Spanish from Spain. It's like the Hawaiian Islands of Spain. Okay, they're not even right up next to Spain. If you look in the little corner box on the bottom of SH38, there's a little inset box that says Islas Canarias. That's the Canary Islands. So it's a set of 7 or so islands, 7 major islands there that are named, and those belong to Spain. And if you follow it, it shows that it's just off the coast of Africa, but just off of this map, just slightly off of the main map. Let's see if there's a better picture of where it actually is located. Yeah, they're so small you can't really see them on any of the other maps. That's why they have the inset there. So that's where they are. Like I said, it's like a Spanish Hawaiian Islands. It's very tropical, just like Hawaii. Kind of, I don't know latitudinal wise if it's about the same latitude as Hawaii. It's close. Okay, so you're gonna order these things. Repiten, un sandwich.
Sandwich.
Un sandwich.
Sandwich.
Okay, so there's another one of these words where they have the W comes into play here. This is obviously a borrowed word. We call borrowed words préstamos. Borrowed word. It's not necessarily a borrowed word, but if I say es un préstamo, it's a borrowed word. Préstamo is like a loan. Okay, so un préstamo. A sandwich obviously comes from Spain. They're very particular, and they try to make their own words. They try not to borrow words. Mexico, they're fine with borrowing words. So Spain, Mexico uses computadora for computer. Spain uses ordenador. All of the Spanish-speaking countries will use sandwich. Spain uses bocadillo. Bocadillo. They like to have their own words. They don't like to borrow. They like originality over simplicity.
That could be good, I suppose.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Most of the time, but when you got so many different countries, but think about it, it's no different than England and Australia and any other English-speaking country. Basically, like India, because they were controlled for so long and owned by England, and you have lots of different areas. Even one of the Chinese islands that England just recently gave back to. So English, and so like I have lots of friends. They come from different islands in the Pacific Ocean, like Fiji. They speak British English, so they have some slightly different pronunciations, but then they have some different vocabulary. So in England, a nappy is a diaper. Okay, so in England, I might not want a nappy, but here in America, I would die to have a little nappy, a little nap, right? So same kind of thing from country to country that speaks Spanish. But Spain, they're pretty particular. They like to be themselves on their own. Another thing why Spain might have different words too is that Spain, I don't know if you know, was under dictatorship until the mid to later 1970s. And so they were kind of cut off from a lot of the rest of the world. Franco was their dictator, and I don't know how many of you might be history buffs, but he was a pretty tough dictator, pretty tough. And so they were many years behind in technology when after the king and the queen were restored to the monarchy. So it was very interesting studying the history of Spain. But anyways, moving on. Un café.
Un café.
Un café.
Un café.
Una limonada.
Una limonada. Una limonada.
Limonada.
Una limonada.
Una ensalada.
Una ensalada.
Una ensalada.
Una ensalada.
Una pizza.
Una pizza.
Una hamburguesa.
Una hamburguesa.
Okay. So a lot of these are what we call cognate. Anybody familiar with what a cognate is? Those are words that look and sound alike and sound similar in multiple languages. Okay, so what's limonada?
Limonada is lemonade.
Lemonade, right. Café?
Cafe.
Coffee. It's coffee.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
it also is cafe.
Yeah,
It is
brown. Does it mean brown too?
so you can. It means brown as well. Okay. Ensalada. What's ensalada?
Salad.
Salad. Yeah. Pizza. Obviously, it's a straight word. And
It's very
hamburguesa.
it's Italian.
Hamburger. Okay. So easily recognized. Okay. Now let's turn over. We won't do the exercise. We'll do those in class. Let's look over to numbers. I want to get these covered before. Okay. So how far are you guys familiar with numbers at this
All the way
point?
to 100. I'm at the 100. I
You
don't.
got to 100. Good. How about Emma and Owen?
I got to 100.
Okay. So you have some familiarity. This is good. How about you, Emma?
Yeah, 100.
Okay, perfect. So this is kind of review for you. Good. Vita might be the only one that is not to 100. So we'll just go through and repeat them and just bring out certain points. Okay? Repite. Uno,
Uno,
dos,
Uno,
dos,
tres,
tres.
tres,
Okay, well, let's just do them
cuatro,
together. Let's do them together, okay? Uno, dos,
uno,
dos,
dos, tres, cuatro,
cuatro,
cinco,
cinco,
seis,
seis,
siete,
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 ocho,
ocho,
nueve,
nueve,
10,
yes.
yes. Okay, we'll stop
11.
there. Stop there. Stop there. We'll do repeat. It works a little bit better for timing wise. Okay. Notes here. Okay. 16, 17, 18, 19. When I learned them, they weren't all combined as one word. They were 10, and 6, 10 and 7, 10 and 8, 10 and 9. Okay, but they went through again, like they're always doing to the language. They scooped them all together because that's how we say them. We don't say, okay, tengo 16 años. We say tengo 16 años. So they scooped them all together to make it more like what we say. We generally say them as one word. Okay, so just note that there's spelling differences. So I will write what it used to be. So it's actually 10 and 6. 16.
16, 16.
Okay. But then it
But when you
becomes,
change it, you replace the Y with the I.
yeah, the Z becomes C on all of them.
They showed both of those in that video.
And the Y changes to I. So how did you guys learn them? Did you learn to spell them as well as say them?
Yeah, I know how to spell them in accent.
Okay, so you learned to spell them the way that as shown here in the book. Okay, so just be careful with that. So repite 11,
11,
11,
12,
12,
12,
13,
13,
14,
14,
15,
15,
16,
16,
16,
17,
17,
18,
18,
18,
19,
19,
19,
20.
20.
20.
20.
Okay. So you guys watched the videos that I sent, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is kind of reinforcement, review of reinforcement, review of review, okay, however you want to look at it. Just a couple of things I'd like to point out. 60 and 70, 60 and 70, they look and sound so much alike. Okay. I always tell myself, remember 60 and 70. S comes before T in the alphabet, therefore 60 comes before 70. So I remember, okay, 60, 70, that's always helped me. That's like a book right away, don't worry about it. Okay, so 21 through 29 does the same thing as 16 through 19. It combines. So the E off of 20 drops, and the Y becomes I. So pronunciation It's a whole lot quicker. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay. Notice 30 ends with an A. All the rest of them end with an A. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And then 100 and ciento, somebody's food is done. Okay, so just looking really quickly at cien and ciento, what's the difference between cien and ciento?
Ciento is. See. I heard
Just
before.
one
I just
spot.
can't remember. Cien means 100.
Cien
Ciento.
is just 100 all by itself.
Yeah. And ciento means 10, 110.
No. So ciento. So if I say I have $100, tengo $100. Tengo
Oh.
100 papeles. I have 100 papers. Okay. But if I go 101, I have to say ciento y uno, ciento y dos, ciento y tres. So cien is only when 100 is all by itself. Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then ciento is when I combine it with anything else. Ciento y uno, ciento y dos, ciento y tres. Okay. So questions? Questions on that? Okay. So preguntas. I always finish up with questions. If you have any questions, ask while we're doing it, or write them down and ask at the end. Please don't be shy. If you have questions, I hopefully have answers. But,
Pretty straightforward today.
Yeah, pretty straightforward. It really is. There's no big concepts. Really, you're right on that.
Just gotta remember
So,
it's a pretty easy system.
There'll be no homework because we didn't have the in-class, so there's no homework due next Monday. But you'll have homework. I'll assign new stuff for next week. So this is basically going over the lesson that you guys kind of taught yourself, or like you seem to have known already on your own. So. There won't be any exercises. Nothing will be due Monday. Just make sure if you didn't send me, and I know I saw Emma and Owen, I saw emails from you guys, and I'll check on you, Nehemiah. So a slower start, but starting next week, it'll be more definite, right? Definite. We won't have another Monday holiday until the next semester, so it should be good. All right. Si no preguntas, if no questions, adios.
Adios.
Adios. Ciao. Hasta lunes. See you Monday.
Ciao. Hasta lunes.
Ciao.
Ciao. Wait, Owen. Okay.